The Giver by Lois Lowry. The Giver is set in a seemingly utopian society where pain, suffering, and choice have been eliminated. The story follows Jonas, a 12-year-old boy who is selected to be the next receiver of memory, the individual tasked with holding all the memories of the world before it became perfect. As Jonas begins his training with the Giver, the current receiver, he discovers the dark truths behind his community's controlled existence, including the loss of emotions, individuality, and free will. Through his journey, Jonas comes to understand the importance of memory, feeling, and choice, ultimately challenging the foundations of his society. Let's deep dive into the book. Jonas's life in the community. At the start of the novel, Jonas lives in a highly controlled and regulated society where everything is designed for uniformity and stability. The community has eliminated pain, suffering, and uncertainty by controlling every aspect of life, from people's careers to their families and even their emotions. Jonas, like other children, follows the rules of this society without question. At the age of 12, children in the community are assigned their roles, or assignments, which dictate the course of their lives. Jonas is initially unsure of what his assignment will be, but he knows that his community values order above all else. The Ceremony of 12. The Ceremony of 12 is a pivotal moment in the lives of children in Jonas's community, as it is when they receive their lifelong assignments. While his friends are given roles such as nurturer and caretaker, Jonas is selected for a unique and prestigious role, receiver of memory. This role sets him apart from his peers and is marked by both honor and isolation. The chief elder, a leader in the community, explains that Jonas has been chosen because of his capacity to see beyond, an ability that will be crucial in his training. The assignment of receiver of memory introduces Jonas to a world far beyond the controlled, emotionless existence he has known. Meeting the Giver. Jonas's training begins with the Giver, the current receiver of memory, who is responsible for passing down the collective memories of humanity from before the community eliminated choice, pain, and strong emotions. The Giver is an elderly man who bears the burden of these memories alone, and he begins to transfer them to Jonas through a process that involves physical touch. As Jonas receives memories of things like snow, sunshine, love, and even pain, he begins to realize the depth of human experience that his community has lost. The Giver becomes a mentor to Jonas, guiding him through the emotional complexity of these memories and helping him understand the price of the community's stability. The discovery of emotion and color. One of the first things Jonas learns from the Giver is that his society has eliminated color, along with most emotions, in order to maintain control. Through the memories, Jonas begins to see colors for the first time, experiencing the vibrancy of a world that had been hidden from him. More importantly, he begins to feel emotions that his society suppresses, such as love, joy, and even anger. These discoveries open Jonas's eyes to the richness of life that has been sacrificed for the sake of conformity. As he becomes more attuned to these sensations, Jonas struggles to reconcile the beauty of these experiences with the cold, emotionless nature of his community. The reality of pain and suffering. As part of his training, Jonas also receives memories of pain, suffering, and death, things that his community has worked hard to eliminate. He experiences the agony of warfare, hunger, and loss, memories that are foreign and disturbing to him. These memories are difficult for Jonas to bear, and he begins to understand why his society has chosen to avoid these aspects of life. However, the Giver teaches Jonas that without pain, people cannot fully appreciate joy, love, and happiness. This revelation leads Jonas to question the moral trade-offs his community has made, as he begins to realize that a life without suffering also means a life without true joy or individuality. Jonas's growing awareness of injustice. As Jonas continues his training, he becomes increasingly aware of the darker aspects of his society. One of the most shocking revelations comes when he learns the true meaning of release, a term used in the community to describe what happens when someone is no longer needed, such as the elderly or infants who do not meet the community's standards. Through a memory, Jonas discovers that release is actually a euphemism for euthanasia, and that people in his community are killed without their consent or understanding. This discovery horrifies Jonas and pushes him to reconsider everything he has been taught about his society's supposed perfection. The giver's plan for change. As Jonas's disillusionment with his society grows, the giver reveals that he, too, has long harbored doubts about the morality of the community. Together, Jonas and the giver develop a plan to bring change. The giver explains that if Jonas leaves the community, all the memories he has received will be released back to the people, forcing them to confront the full range of human emotions and experiences. While the giver will stay behind to help the community cope with this influx of memories, Jonas's departure will trigger a profound shift in how the community functions. This plan represents a daring challenge to the controlled, predictable world Jonas has always known. Jonas's escape. Faced with the community's oppressive control and the realization that true life requires freedom and feeling, Jonas decides to escape. His plan becomes urgent when he learns that Gabriel, a baby his family has been caring for, is scheduled for release because he is not developing according to the community's expectations. Jonas takes Gabriel with him as he flees into the wilderness, embarking on a dangerous journey into the unknown. His escape symbolizes his rejection of the society's restrictions and his desire to embrace the full spectrum of human experience, including uncertainty, fear, and love. As he journeys further from the community, Jonas begins to rely on the memories the giver transferred to him to survive. The ambiguous ending. The novel ends with Jonas and Gabriel struggling to survive in the wilderness, with Jonas holding on to the hope that they will find elsewhere, a place beyond the boundaries of his community where freedom and love exist. As they climb a snow-covered hill, Jonas has a vision of a sled, just like the one from his first memory, and believes he sees a village in the distance, filled with warmth and light. The ending is deliberately ambiguous, leaving readers to wonder whether Jonas has truly found freedom or if his journey has ended in a dreamlike hallucination. The open-ended conclusion invites reflection on the nature of choice, memory, and what it means to live fully. The cost of conformity. A central theme in The Giver is the cost of conformity. Jonas's community has achieved stability and safety by eliminating emotions, individual choices, and diversity, but at the expense of freedom, creativity, and genuine human connections. The novel critiques this trade-off, suggesting that a life without the ability to make choices, feel love, or experience pain is incomplete. Jonas's journey reflects the importance of individuality and the dangers of sacrificing personal freedom for the sake of order. His awakening to the truth of his society challenges the idea that safety and stability are worth the loss of human complexity and emotion. Let's meet together the main characters of the book. Jonas is the protagonist of The Giver, a 12-year-old boy who is selected to be the new receiver of memory, a role that sets him apart from the rest of his community. Throughout the novel, Jonas evolves from a rule-following, innocent child to a courageous individual who questions the foundations of his society. His training with The Giver exposes him to the full range of human emotions and experiences, from love and joy to pain and suffering. These revelations lead Jonas to reject the controlled, emotionless world he has always known. By the end of the novel, Jonas is determined to escape his community and seek freedom, even though it means facing the unknown. The Giver is the current receiver of memory, tasked with holding all of the memories of humanity's past. He is an elderly, wise figure who becomes Jonas's mentor and helps him understand the complexities of emotions, memories, and the dark truths of their society. The Giver bears the heavy burden of carrying all the pain and suffering that the community has eliminated, and he becomes deeply empathetic to Jonas's growing disillusionment. Although he has served the community for many years, the giver harbors doubts about its moral foundation. By guiding Jonas, the giver hopes to help the community rediscover the value of freedom, individuality, and emotional depth. Gabriel is a baby that Jonas's family temporarily cares for because he has trouble sleeping and does not meet the community's developmental standards. Jonas forms a deep connection with Gabriel and, through sharing memories with him, helps soothe the baby's restlessness. Gabriel becomes a symbol of innocence and the future, as Jonas is motivated to save him from being released, euthanized, by the community. By taking Gabriel with him when he escapes, Jonas seeks to protect him from the same controlled, emotionless life that he is running from, hoping to give Gabriel a chance at a life filled with love and freedom. The chief elder is the leader of Jonas's community and presides over the ceremony of 12, where the children are assigned their lifelong roles. She represents the authority and control of the society, ensuring that order and sameness are maintained. While she praises Jonas for his selection as the receiver of memory, her role in upholding the community's strict rules, including the practice of release, reflects the darker side of the society's leadership. The chief elder embodies the power structure that suppresses freedom and individuality in favor of stability and predictability. Fiona is Jonas's friend and a classmate who is assigned the role of caretaker of the old. Like other citizens in the community, Fiona follows the rules unquestioningly and takes pride in her assignment. However, as Jonas begins to feel emotions and experience memories, he starts to see Fiona in a new light. He develops feelings of affection for her, which are alien in their society, where romantic love does not exist. Fiona remains unaware of Jonas's transformation and continues to adhere to the community's values, symbolizing the people who unknowingly uphold the system of control and repression. Let's explore together the main themes and concepts of the book. The cost of conformity. The giver explores the cost of conformity by depicting a society where individuality and freedom have been sacrificed for the sake of safety and stability. In Jonas's community, strict control over emotions, choices, and even memories creates a predictable, orderly world, but at the expense of personal freedom and deep human connection. The community has eradicated pain and conflict by eliminating choice, but Jonas's journey reveals that this comes at a significant cost: life without passion, love, or real happiness. The novel critiques the idea that the absence of suffering can justify the suppression of individuality and the complexities of human life. Freedom and choice. Freedom and choice are central themes in The Giver, as the community has removed its citizens' ability to make choices in order to avoid conflict and ensure harmony. However, Jonas's exposure to memories from the past makes him realize that choice is an essential part of being human. Without the freedom to choose, people are deprived of experiences that give life meaning, such as love, risk, and personal growth. The novel suggests that choice, even when it leads to pain or uncertainty, is crucial to living a full and authentic life. Jonas's ultimate decision to escape reflects his desire to regain the freedom to make his own choices, despite the dangers. The power of memory. Memory is another significant theme in The Giver. The receiver of memory holds the collective memories of the past, which have been removed from the rest of society to protect people from pain and suffering. However, as Jonas begins to experience these memories, he realizes that they are essential to understanding humanity. Memory provides a connection to the past and helps people learn from their experiences. The novel suggests that without memory, people lose a vital part of themselves, one that allows them to grow, empathize with others, and appreciate life's beauty. Jonas's journey shows that memory, both good and bad, is necessary for emotional depth and wisdom. The importance of emotion. In The Giver, emotions are suppressed in the community to create a society that is free from conflict and unpredictability. People take daily medication to dull their emotions, and concepts like love and joy are virtually unknown. Jonas's exposure to memories of intense emotions, such as love, fear, and grief, makes him realize that emotions are a fundamental part of being human. The novel illustrates that without emotions, life becomes sterile and meaningless. Jonas's awakening to the power of emotions leads him to reject the emotionless existence of his community, as he comes to understand that feeling is essential to living fully. The illusion of utopia. At the start of the novel, Jonas's community appears to be a utopia, an ideal society where pain, suffering, and inequality have been eliminated. However, as Jonas learns more about the reality of his world, he realizes that this utopia is built on the suppression of individuality, freedom, and emotions. The community's control over every aspect of life, including memory and choice, creates a facade of perfection, but beneath the surface lies a deeply flawed society. The novel challenges the idea of a perfect world by showing that true happiness and fulfillment cannot exist without freedom, even if that freedom includes the potential for pain. Let's talk about the author. Lois Lowry, born in 1937, is an acclaimed American author best known for her work in young adult literature. She has written over 40 books, including the Giver series, Number the Stars, and The Willoughbys. Lowry's novels often explore complex themes such as individuality, freedom, morality, and the impact of societal control, as seen in The Giver. Her ability to tackle difficult subjects through compelling narratives has earned her numerous awards, including 2 Newbery Medals, one for Number the Stars in 1990 and another for The Giver in 1994. Lowry's work continues to resonate with readers for its thought-provoking questions about human nature and society. Sincere thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share the video. If you have any feedbacks or book requests, make sure to leave a comment. Regardless, I wish you a great day.